Hello, it is Amy, your Scentsy director. It is Saturday morning and we are getting ready to head to Wichita for Family Day. But real quick before I did that, I wanted to give you, we have some new people on the team. So I just wanted to do a real quick video on some things some little helpful tips to save money and stuff that I thought I want to share. And once again, those of you that know me, can tell I just got out of bed. I went to the farmer's market. But my point, basically when I want to do a video to get a message to you guys, I just do it. I don't wait for everything to be perfect. I don't have to have my hair done, my makeup on, as you can obviously tell. Because my point is, if you wait until everything is perfect, you just may not get things done. So, and you remember, as Becca always says, you don't have to be perfect to be powerful. So I like to show to you guys that I'm willing to step out of my comfort zone, because if I waited until I took my shower and got all ready to do this video, I probably would be busy and out the door and not get it done. So anyways, this is going to be real quick. Since we're in transition month, I'm thinking most of you have either ordered your Scentsy fall and winter catalogs or you're getting ready to. Remember, they're on sale this month and you're going to want to get your transition testers too. If you just joined this month, you already have the fall and winter stuff. So you have all the testers you need and everything like that. But those of us that have been in it longer and didn't join in August, we didn't get the extra goodies in our kit. So we're going to need to purchase that stuff. But with that being said, and also the fall flyer that I posted on the Boot and Wicks Facebook page yesterday is available to purchase too. So that's why it was real important. I wanted to get this to you before you guys started ordering the fall and winter stuff, in case you wanted to order any of this other stuff too when you order the fall flyer that are available now. So what I wanted to tell you to save some money, because the catalogs are more expensive and they're great and you need them. However, like when you're just out and about handing people stuff or at events, you don't necessarily maybe want to spend all the money on the catalogs. So these sheets, these handy dandy, oops, there they are, product sheets, or where are they? These are called showcase brochures, are a super cheap alternative to the catalog. The product lists are great. They have everything that's in the catalog on here. They don't have the combine and save, and either do these, but what's great about these two things is they're also great for fundraisers, because when you do fundraisers, well, number one, you want your organization to be earning money, so necessarily you don't want the combine and saves in there, and number two, with a whole lot of people doing fundraisers that you don't know or have coached personally, it might be confusing for them to get the pricing right. You want to keep fundraisers really easy. So I use either of these two things instead, and they are much cheaper. And now this year, what is super, super cool about these two things, they are in US English and in Spanish. On the same one. So like this one I could hand, it's got it in both, and so does this. So that is super cool. And those product lists also come in Grace Adele, so you can do the same thing with Grace Adele. I haven't looked recently to see if they have them in Velada, but they have them in Grace Adele also. So with that being said, that's a cheap way to get the product out to your customers without spending a whole lot of money on a whole lot of catalogs. I'd highly suggest to have catalogs, but for just the random handout stuff, I would use these. You saw them. One of these two things. And at events, I would definitely use these things. I would still take catalogs to have for those special customers that you really connected with. So with that being said, I wanted to go over how I label them, because you'll see on my catalog, I still put the $99 join on the front, even though it's on the back too. But then I also label the back. And when I hit director, I started purchasing the labels from the Scentsy family store. However, these are more expensive, so I also use these sparingly. I put these on my catalog, but for like my bars and cart scent circles and cheaper items, because you know we all want to label all of our product. You want your name on that product. I buy these labels, and they are $4.95 for, I think there's 500 on here or 1,000 on here. I'm not sure, but it's 500labels.com, and you can get that. Just be sure you use the independent Scentsy consultant, you know, or Scentsy independent consultant. You've got to always have that independent consultant on there. So I use these too on certain items that are cheaper, but like I put the nicer ones on warmers and stuff like that. But for those of you that are new, I would definitely suggest the 500labels.com, or you can get the Avery labels, and then in your workstation under the resource tab, and I believe under the new consultant part, probably, if it's not there, just play around till you find it. There are templates for labels, and you can use these Avery labels, put it in there, and print them off and use them that way. That is what I did for the first 5 months of my business. So, and then on these cheap product lists, I don't want to waste my money putting a label on here, but I want my information on here. So I'm going to see if you can see this. See this right? I don't know if you can see it. Whoops. See that? That has my information there. And that is from one of these handy dandy stamps. So, and these were $9.95. I found them online somewhere. And then you just get your handy dandy husband, in my case, his name's Eric, to sit while he's watching TV, watching football, not doing much with his time, to label them all for you, or to stamp them all for you. He is my official label person and stamp person, and labeling all my product person too. So those are just some tips I wanted to share with you, since we have a lot of new people on the team, and I'm sure your sponsors already went over how to make labels and how to do everything like that, and the workstation with you. But just in case, because we're all different and we all have different tips, I wanted to share with you these little tips that I use. So cheaper labels at 500labels.com. For cheaper, these are product lists, showcase brochures, and then stampers. I don't know that that's what they're called, but to stamp the product lists and stuff, because these are just a piece of paper. And then the Avery labels with the template in the workstation underneath the resource tab. Oops. And then, of course, the personalized fancy labels you can get from the Scentsy family store. And remember, those of you that are new get power launch pricing for the first, gosh, it's been so long. I believe it's either 70 days or 90 days in the Scentsy family store. So it's a great time to stock up on the business supplies you want in that power launch pricing time, because then you get special pricing when you first join for a while. So that's all I wanted to go over. You guys have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you soon.